Děkujeme za spolupráci během stavu nouze. Hlášení o pohřešovaných osobách. Po útoku na Růžičkově nádraží se stále pohřešuje několik osob. Podrobnosti najdete na webu státní policie. Potenciálně zmatené číslo. Prosím, ohlas.
Papíry, prosím.
This is getting to be a real pain.
Chvilku strpení, prosím. Skenuju. Co pak tady máme? OK. Žádný problémy? Tak jo, Augu, můžeš jít dál.
A goddamn flame.
Fighter is a rat. A rat!
Good people don't go upstairs. Good people don't have to.
There are places we must not go.
Welcome to the next stage of our journey. Brace yourself. Get away from there. Marius, oh Marius, I want you to listen carefully to my voice. Listen to it. Even when you can no longer hear me, I want you to keep listening. That other place, the place we were never really part of, it belongs to them. Even when you can no longer hear me.
I want you to keep listening.
That horrible day 2 years ago.
There are no harm or damage. No criminal or coward. There is only a shared sense of needing to be better than we are.
It's a capital G garden, Martha. An ideal for all of us to live up to. You have dressed it, and you will keep it forever. Here is all we have left. A scrap of sewer. They control everywhere else, with their laws, their threats, their guns. But together, we can make here wherever we want it to be. Here can last forever. Marius? Oh, Marius. I want you to listen carefully to
I
my
can
voice.
only see through
Listen to it. Even when you can no longer hear me, I want you to keep listening.
Snooping is a symptom of the troubled soul.
That other place, the place we were never really part of,
Not disturbed.
it belongs to them. It's always belonged to them. In their world, we are the humiliated, the scavengers, the oppressed. But here we can rest so much more.
Snooping is a symptom of the troubled soul.
I need you to stop and to ask yourself, what am I contributing to the experience? You know who you are. You know what I'm talking about. I see what you see when you close your eyes.
upstairs is the eternal God.
Snooping is a symptom of the troubled soul.
Be content to explore like us.
Good people don't go upstairs.
Here is all we have left. A scrap of sewer. They control everywhere else, with their laws, their threats, their guns. But together, we can make here wherever we want it to be. Here can last forever. You don't belong here. You need to leave.
Good people don't disturb rituals.
There are places we must not
Business could use some help.
The ladders are there to tell you.
Marius! Oh, Marius! I want you to listen carefully to my voice. Listen to it. Even when you can no longer hear me, I want you to keep listening. That other place, the place we were never really part of, it belongs to them. It's always belonged to them. In their world, we are the humiliated, the scavengers, the oppressed. But here we can be so much more.
Upstairs is the world of death and clarity.
You are not your permit.
Don't go upstairs.
You are not your outdated documents. You are one of us now. We are versioning humanity.
There are places we must not go.
Snooping is a symptom of the troubled soul.
Welcome to the next stage of our life. You don't belong here. You need to leave. It's a capital G garden, Martha. An ideal for all of us to live up to. You have dressed it, and you will keep it forever. That other place, the place we were never really part of, it belongs to them. It's always belonged to them. In their world, we are the humiliated, the scavengers, the oppressed. But here we can be so much more.
I want you to keep listening.
Because you are always watching. I know I am not the only one wondering what the Obvious Coalition hopes.
I want you to keep listening.
Because you are always watching. The only one wondering what the Augmented Rights Coalition hopes to achieve. Following news of yesterday's.
Can you all feel it? We are becoming someone else, but not through fear, not through technology, not through long-drawn trials and errors of evolution. We are doing it through sheer force of will. Is a tree of thought, but not even he can act upon his base impulses here. Deep down, he knows it's wrong.
There was a terrorist bombing at a non-violent organization. Yes, you said that. That was 6 months ago. Today,
That other
the
place,
train station fell
the place we were never really part
The
of,
third day at Prague and
it belongs to them.
Is
It's
this
always
really the
belonged
face
to
of a
them.
pacifist?
In their world, we are the humiliated, the scavengers, the oppressed. But here,
According to you,
here we can be so much
I
more.
guess unbiased. And impartial reporting. And now for a close look at the events making headlines around the world. Here are top stories. And now,
Marius?
incident is still
Oh,
being
Marius?
felt 2 years after
I want you to
the fact.
listen carefully to my
Fear,
voice.
the hatred,
Listen.
the violence.
Even when you can no longer hear me, I want you.
They claim the U.S. government is not doing enough to protect them from all.
This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus.
The center. Structure. Oncology. Quality. Excellence. Center. Restoring.
No doubt many viewers were horrified by that story I brought to you last week, in which a suicide gunman ruthlessly attacked a small augmented community near Dar es Salaam. Today, European-based construction. Has successfully convinced the Tanzanian government to become a signatory to the Safe Harbor Initiative, designed to promote the creation of safe and secure housing complexes where oppressed groups can live and work, free from persecution. The brainchild of Santo CEO. Round's upcoming Safe Harbor Convention. I, for one, cannot wait to learn more. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus.
Refinement. Static watches. It's about time.
In yet another augmented terror attack. 451 were killed when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details recovered from the black box report. Flew into a sun. Causing the greatest loss of life. I cannot speak for these words. The terrifying memories of that day still haunt me. It will certainly be a while.
Garbage.
This is Eliza Kassan. Live. Around the clock, around the world.
Not my style, man.
The lad was not meant to be gentle.
Garbage.
I want you to keep listening.
The old binary is no longer applied. There are no odds or naturals, no criminals or cowards. There is only a shared sense of needing to be better than we are. It's a capital G garden, Martha. An ideal for all of us to live up to. You have dressed it, and you will keep it forever.
I want you to keep listening. Can you all feel it? We are becoming someone else, not through fear, not through technology, not through long-drawn trials and errors of evolution. We are doing it through sheer force of will.
When legislation forces augmented people out of their... Western violence, there's no reason for thought. Fear and experience satisfy. I move to the intellect complex.
I thought you were forced to.
I shouldn't be here, should I?
Different. Why do I feel different?
I shouldn't be here. Should I?
Yes? Oh, Marius. I want you to listen carefully to my voice.
But it was...
Listen to it. Even when you can no longer hear me, I want you to keep listening.
of our journey. Brace yourselves, close your inner eyes. We are moving beyond our baser impulses, beyond violence, beyond fear, beyond questions. One among you is armed to the teeth. Is a tree of thorns. But not even he can act upon his base impulses. Here, deep down, he knows it's wrong. The old Byron is no longer a plug. There are no odds or naturals, no criminals or cowards. There is only a shared sense of needing to be better than we are. Not even he can act upon his base impulses. Here, deep down, he knows it's wrong. Welcome to the next stage of our journey. Brace yourselves. Not even he can act upon his base impulses. Here, deep down, he knows it's wrong. The old buyer is no longer a plug. There are no odds or naturals, no criminals or cowards. There is only a shared... Not even he can act upon his base impulses. Here, deep down, he knows it's wrong. Nothing can exist without people imagining it first. Take... Nothing can exist without people imagining it first. Take pride in what we're doing. In the kind of community we're building together. Our focus, our concentration. We are advancing man's capacity for peace by leaps and bounds. You are not your permit classification item. You are not your outdated documents. You are one of us now. We are versioning humanity. You need to stop this poking around. What do you think you're doing? What is it you have there?
Not my style, man.
Snooping is a symptom of the troubled soul.
Got him. Good people.
The ladders are there to them.
You don't belong here. You need to leave. You need to stop this poking around.
continues to cloud the room with questions, with doubts. He contributes nothing. He may say nothing.
I'm gonna say a few things whether you want me to or not. We got a lot to talk about, Richard. Now that we can finally talk.
Why have you... What is it that offends you so much about our attempt to construct something better?
You mean your attempt to control people? Amplifying your hypnotic techniques with some kind of social enhancer? Keeping people from talking back, from questioning you?
I don't think you understand. Please. These people want to be here. We need each other.
How ugly must the world have looked to you to go to these lengths? To actually believe that this was some kind of alternative?
We chose to start over. To escape what society had become. What it was turning us into. You may not understand, but they do.
No, I understand. You sought out people who were vulnerable. People like you, who had reasons to run away.
Who do you think they are? There are no missing persons reports. I didn't rip them from warm meals and bamboo linen. For those who wander the sewers at night in search of answers and alternatives, this is as good as it gets. No more hiding, no more running away, no more feeling abandoned. They need me. They need somewhere to feel welcome.
And the ones you don't welcome? Those who try to question or resist, like Viznik, like me? You have no problem rejecting them, threatening them, installing gun turrets to ensure they can never pull back the curtain.
The guns exist only to protect the ideal. Even the most peaceful communities must be prepared to defend themselves.
This isn't a community. It's a magic trick. You've been hypnotizing people, selling them on some fantasy of what you wish the world was like.
He tricked us? I don't understand.
None of it meant anything.
Please, don't leave. He can undermine me all he wants, but he can't change what it's like up there. The decommissioning, the segregation. They will round you up and catalog you. They will do worse.
People need to be guided. Now more than ever. All these things you're trying to run away from, trying to pretend away, no one should have to face them alone. But this isn't guidance. This is just replacing one totalitarian nightmare with another.
I went too far.
He preyed on us.
By a few thousand miles, yeah. And it's time to turn around now, Richard. Time to shut all of this off.
I don't understand. How could we be so foolish?
It seems foolish now, but we had no choice.
Richard can no longer persuade anyone of anything. The others are free of him now, just like you are.
I'm not a model of separation. I questioned him, and then I'm not one of them anymore. But I'm not one of them.
You were right to question him. The fact that you were able to at all when others couldn't says a lot about your strength of character.
I became I again. Temporary signal failure led them to perceive me as a threat. I started thinking differently. I realized how there's two eyes in Viznik. That's when I figured it all out.
It's a good thing you did. God knows how far this might have gone if Richard had been left unchecked. How many others might have come and been persuaded to stay.
We came to him because we didn't fit the soul.
You're out now, Viznik.
I want to... I want to be. I want to be. I am.
Getting a little worried.
Terrorists make their point.
Thank you, Primus. I won't forget what you did.
Keeping an eye on you all. Omlouváme se za komplikace.
Zpátky do svých roli.
Zasranej auk ve vagónu pro naturály! Chcete snad vyvolat paniku? Ukažte mi papíry. Dělejte, nebo vás seberu.
I don't have time to waste with this. Make it fast.
Vemte si je a vypadněte. Až příště pojedete metrem, použijte vagón pro augy. Máme svých problémů dost i bez takových potížistů, jako jste vy.
City. Has gone to hell.
Got the captain running you raw as well? Fine.
Long line, Enter.
Celý oddělení.
I should have stayed in bed.
Adam, I finally decrypted the audio off the Whisper chip tap. Fucking cold, man. You gotta hear it.
I have my hands full right now. Tell me where you are and I'll come when I can.
There's an old limb clinic in the Daphne district. It's closed down. Nobody goes there anymore. I'll be inside. Access granted. Access granted.
Já s tím neměl nic společného, ty kreténe! Můžeš mě zmlátit, mořit hladem, to je fuk! Pravdu nezměníš!
Hey, Adam. Did something go down at the train station? Smiley said the police tried to kill him, then a few minutes later, Miller stormed out of here. What happened?
They were just a bunch of corrupt cops. I doubt they cared about the crime scene. They only wanted to make a show of force. Following orders is my guess.
Did they give you any trouble?
They didn't notice me. I went in there and got the evidence Smiley wanted and got out.
Just that easy, huh?
Could have been worse.
I guess. Miller didn't seem to be having a good day either. He stormed out of here after having a little chat with the new psychologist. Are they getting you to talk to her too?
Yeah, that's partly why I'm here. Have you spoken to her yet?
No. As if I don't have enough to worry about, now I have another person to convince that my stress levels shouldn't keep me off the field. I'm ready for active duty.
You'll get there, Arya. Keep at it.
Always. Stress levels won't stop me forever.
Good. Do you know where Miller went?
He didn't say. He just...
State police?
I don't know.
You were saying...
I have a rare resistance to neuropazine.
Well, that combination of things is pretty bad.
I know. But Interpol was the only...
Good.
It took me months of rehabilitation getting used to...
Don't give up. I should...
Okay, Adam.
Always.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Access granted. Trace program initiated. Anomaly detected. 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 Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Hey, how's it going? Do you have the scan?
Yeah, it's right here.
You're a lifesaver, Adam. Seriously, Miller.
He left. Where'd he go?
Didn't ask, didn't think he wanted me to know. Did those state police jerks give you any grief?
They didn't seem to be in a talkative mood, so I left them alone.
See? Without my expert advice, you might be dead right now, Adam. A stitch in time saves 9.
So what's on the scan?
Oh, that. I have no idea.
What? You told me you found something big.
I didn't say I knew what it was, Adam. I said it was something that could blow this case wide open. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not buying this whole Ark did it angle. I believe what the evidence tells me. This DSD has all the answers we need, from the chemical makeup of the explosive used down to the material in the victim's clothing. I'm sure of it.
Okay, so how long until we're all sure of it?
Oh, it'll take hours to sift through the data, and I'm seeing Sonia later to apologize for any issues I may have caused with the state police. Plus, I do have other cases to work on too, Adam. I'll let you know when I find something.
You do that.
Take it easy.
No, it's the right one.
If
is Jensen?
These guys might as well be ghosts.
Individuals
Agent Jensen. Agent Jensen.
Opponents of the legislation have been protesting all over the world, and many of the protests have turned violent. This escalation in the violence and rhetoric has only widened the gap and polarized the dialogue on both sides of the issue. We will be watching the UN closely for any break in the story. This is Eliza Kazan, reporting to you, live from Lycus.
They may have that, but we got this. Ashanti Entertainment. For all you need to get Ashanti.
In yet another augmented terror attack, 251 passengers aboard Sister Airlines Flight 451 were killed when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details have black box.
These are the chances he knew he was taking.
Adam, I'm Delaro Zen. I appreciate you coming in to speak with me, and... well, I know you're probably getting this from everyone today, but I need to ask. Are you okay? I've seen footage from the train station, but being there must have...
Is that what this is about?
No, that was sympathy. This is a standard agent health interview to determine combat readiness. Here, I got you this from the dispensary.
You got me Neuropazine? Look, Doc, I was caught off guard by a terrorist attack. Might have knocked some things out of whack, but it doesn't mean my body's gonna start rejecting my augments.
True, but traumatic experiences can kick a hornet's nest into the immune system in patients with neuroprosthetics.
Would you believe me if I told you my body doesn't reject mechanical implants?
No. But my policy is for straight talk only in the room, so if you want me to believe that you're some kind of medical miracle, I guess I'll have to go with it. Please, have a seat. I've been looking over your file. There's some very interesting history here. Mind if we take a trip down memory lane?
Is this gonna take long?
It says here that you were with Detroit SWAT, but left in 26 to head up Seraph Industries' security division. David Seraph was at the center of America's augmentation debate.
Are you asking me or telling me?
Which would you prefer? Not everyone's as familiar with U.S. history as you Americans would like to believe, you know.
Where are you from, Doc?
We're discussing your file, remember? So, it was David Seraph who had you augmented after anti-aug extremists attacked the company?
Anti-aug extremists? Is that what it says in my file?
Isn't that the case?
The case was never solved, and they didn't just attack the company. They murdered a lot of innocent people.
Including your ex-girlfriend, I understand.
Megan's not dead.
Is that why you joined the task force, Adam? To use Interpol resources to solve a cold case that...
What happened in Detroit is ancient history, Doc. Megan, my being augmented, all of it. What happened at Rizika Station is not. So sitting around talking about the past isn't going to get me any closer to getting the people responsible.
Actually, that leads me to my next question. So far, no one's claimed responsibility for the attack at Rizika. But with the human restoration vote coming, well, it's no secret Prague has become the symbol of legalized augmented oppression.
And the Augmented Rights Coalition is camped at its back door, trying to expose and resist it.
Most of the world thinks of them as terrorists. Augmented terrorists. If it turns out they are guilty, well, being augmented yourself...
How am I gonna feel? Doesn't matter what I think about it, Doc. I got a job to do. I'm here to prevent further bloodshed, which is exactly what I intend to do.
I hope that you can. Listen, Adam, I know these kinds of conversations are a pretty major pain in the ass. I really do appreciate you taking the time to talk to me today. Thanks.
You mean I had a choice?
No, but the sentiment remains. I'll let the director know that I'm officially clearing you for the field.
Well, it's probably best if I get back to work, Doc. I'll see you around.
Adam, I'm glad you came back. You know my door's always open. Except, of course, when it's not.
Didn't get held up at a checkpoint or something, did you? I'm inside the clinic waiting for you.
Sorry, Alex. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Hope you're not losing sight of what's important here. Sorry, this place just brings back memories. Don't take too long.
Nice coat.
You seeing anything?
Hey, glad you can make it. Any trouble getting away?
Miller's been giving me some leeway, but not much. I did survive a terror attack.
You and me both. God, sometimes I really hate this city. It used to welcome people like us, go out of its way to entice Augs to live here. This clinic was built because Prague saw us as its future. Now, look at it.
Times change, Alex.
I know, trust me, even got the scars to prove it.
We've been working together for a few months now. Still don't know much about you.
What, you trolling for my secrets now?
Just the good ones.
Well, they got me out of a tough spot. Before the incident. I was
Janus warned you? Got you out?
A friend of Janus's. Someone in the... You don't mess with these people, Adam. Not by...
You're a valuable asset. The Collective could have...
You really need to ask? Ever since the incident, paranoia and racism are...
Didn't realize the entire...
Not everyone is. But we all know our real enemies need chaos to operate in.
You said we got something?
Yeah, listen to this.
A little heads up would have been nice.
Sending your team to Dubai was my call, but now we need to go by the book. Focus on Ark.
You want me to pin all of this on them? The bombings in Prague, the break-in at Vesellive, and Dubai?
Officially, all 5 attacks involved augmented terrorists. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. But send me the reports if you want me to prove it, because Ark don't operate in North America.
They're setting up Ark, Adam. They sent you into that ambush in Dubai, and now they want to pin everything on the Augmented Rights Coalition. I told you Miller was dirty.
I agree, it doesn't look good. He's pulled me off Dubai, put me on the train station bombing. Think he's about to send me to Gollum City.
The Udalek complex? You're not gonna like it there. It was built by the Santo Group as temporary housing for transient workers. But now...
Now it's home to every unlicensed dog in the Czech Republic. And it's where ARC's made its headquarters.
Shit, man. What are they planning?
We need to play this smart, Alex. Think about what we heard. What was that bit about VersaLife?
You mean the break-in that never happened? Yeah, I started digging into that right after I decrypted the conversation.
What'd you find?
Like I said, man, it's the break-in that never happened. VersaLife is one of the biggest pharma companies on the planet. The only one still manufacturing neuropozyne. If it got broken into, it would have been big news.
So why are they saying it did? VersaLife doesn't produce just neuropozyne. They've got a huge research and development division.
Yeah? So? What does that have to do with ARC? Why frame them for break-in?
They want them to look like terrorists. I guess it depends on what they'll say was stolen. See what the Collective can dig up. If this really is a conspiracy, that break-in will be the thread to pull on.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna finish my investigation. Find out who really bombed the station. I'll let you know when I turn up.
Same here. Good luck, Adam.
Miller, we still going to Gollum City?
You are. Meet me at Kopecki's puppet shop. Your pilot's en route. I'll brief you there.
Copy that.
close the puppet shop? It's been closed for maybe a year or more. My niece and
Why the hell are the poor guys on the job?
the ones that look like dogs. I was going to get one for her. We could get her a real dog. She's an irresponsible woman.
Millions of people lost their lives. Opponents of the legislation have been protesting all over the world, and many of the protests have turned violent. Dialogue on both sides of the issue. We will be watching the UN closely for any
Anomaly detected. Access granted.
all over the world.
Access granted.
Look, I gotta go. I'll call you later.
Problems?
Nothing I can't handle. We're just waiting on chicane.
So tell me about this new lead then. The Intellicam footage.
State police dropped it off this morning. Badly corrupted. But Cheng worked his magic and managed to recover some images. They show an org in a yellow hoodie, dropping bags where each bomb went off.
You ran facial recognition? Got an ID?
Couldn't see his face, but the bags are the same ones used by Talos Rucker and his aid workers in the Utilec complex.
That's a stretch.
3 bombings in Prague in 6 months, Jensen. All of them after the leader of ARC took up residence in that ghetto. Rucker needs to answer for these attacks. Here's your cane now.
Am I late? Are you too early?
You're right on time. Agent Jensen was just agreeing that we need to bring Rucker in.
Quick snatch and grab. Should be easy enough.
So we've already decided he's guilty?
We just need to talk to him on our terms, not when he's surrounded by fanatics. Getting into Gollum isn't the problem. Reaching Rucker is. ARC territory is fiercely defended. No one sets foot in there.
Not even the state police?
They can't.
Rucker wasn't forced into Gollum City. He bought his way in.
Blackmailed would be more apt. He threatened to go public with evidence of a humanitarian crisis. One that the United Nations Security Council had swept under the rug.
Got them to force the Czech government to hand over part of the Utilec complex to him. A little bit of hush real estate, so to speak.
He stays quiet and guarantees safety for himself and his followers. Smart. So how do I get in?
I've made a deal with an ARC prospect named Tibor Sokol. Promised to get his family out of the complex, so long as he gets you past ARC's checkpoints.
You trust him?
We have to. It's that or nothing. Sokol will meet you at an apartment in the housing district. Number 237. Any questions?
You ask me. Rucker sounds more like a savvy politician than...
These days...
But Rucker was a highly respected doctor.
Rucker is a man of deeply held convictions, with an unshakable...
Man's a zealot.
He's a sus...
You really believe ARC is...
ARC has had the means,
Even Dubai? Rucker and the Coalition are still confined to Gollum City.
Gollum isn't a concentration camp.
I find that hard to...
So get me the evidence.
Let's get this...
Let me know when you've got...
Goddamn, Jensen. Every time I look at you, I can't believe the amount of jewel...
Never better.
Nah. I like my limp.
You're my only backup on this.
Trust me. I flew 10 years in the SAAF and 5...
How many years would you...
2, which is a year and a half longer than you from what...
Let's do that.
Good. Strap.
But still we have no answers. No one has yet claimed responsibility. Dr. Talos Rucker, the leader of ARC, posted a letter condemning the attack. Sources close to the investigation, however, tell me that Rucker and ARC may be behind it after all. I don't know about you folks, but with the upcoming...
Interesting 3-game ritual you've got there. You getting pissed enough to end this guy yet?
I got a no-kill order.
Is that right? Would have thought he'd done enough to warrant extreme prejudice.
How far out are we?
Coming up on it now. Not many spots I can set her down. You got a preference?
Get as close to the ground as you can. I'll take it from there.
Whatever you say, boss. Jensen. Still got all your parts together?
I'm fine. How close did you get me to our contact's location? I was in Unit 237.
Jesus, Jensen. I didn't put you on his doorstep. Residential sector should be just ahead of you. Me, I'm gonna switch to autopilot, have a coffee. Let me know if things get interesting.
Hey, man. This isn't her life. I have to I don't suppose you've got any neuropathy you can spare, do you?
I have what you're looking for, but new pause isn't cheap, nor is it easy to come by.
Fresh off the boat and already fitting in. Fine. But cash is a pretty scarce resource around here. I prefer dealing in information.
What kind of information?
Give me the neuropathy first, and we'll see.
Here. Now what have you got for me?
There's a so-called market in this complex. On your way to it, you'll probably see some storage units.
I'm listening.
One of them belonged to a patient of mine. A freedom fighter. Who no longer needs it. You might find something useful inside. Here's the code.
Check it out.
Word of advice? You might want to keep a low profile tonight. Golem City can be sketchy in the best of times. This definitely isn't one of them.
Why? What's happened?
Haven't you heard? Terrorists try to blow up Rosika Station. And even though people here couldn't have had anything to do with it, the cops need someone to blame.
These cops, they're looking for members of ARC?
We're all members of ARC to them, one way or another. And some of us may have even done bad things, but not the kind of things the rest of the world says we've done.
Sounds like you support ARC.
Why shouldn't I? The Augmented Rights Coalition was started with the best of intentions, as a non-violent way to confront injustices and advance the cause of augmented rights.
Okay. But in my experience, the best of intentions often go awry.
That may be true, but right now Talus Rucker and ARC are the only things keeping people in Golem alive.
I'm getting the impression that you see ARC and Talus.
I met Talus years ago in India. We were both...
Is he a good man?
He has his faults, but I wouldn't believe everything you see on Packers News.
Does he visit this area of the complex much?
He... You know, you've been asking me an awful lot of questions.
It's just that I heard Rucker didn't get augmented voluntarily, so I'm wondering how that kind of experience colors a man's perspective around people who did.
Talus was always passionate about the ability of neuroaugmentations to heal people's bodies and...
Is he still an idealist, then? After everything that's happened?
Listen to his daily broadcasts. He believes people will usually do the right thing in time.
Where I come from, cops are supposed to be the good guys.
What planet is that? Because what...
Is that what's happening in Golem City?
It's happening all over the place.
I see. Well, thanks for the warning, Doc.
I hope you'll take it to heart.
Dietro Tadeo.
Fuck.
Unit, do an identification scan.
Initiate security scan.
Welcome to Golem City, Clank.
Several financial backers were forced to pull out this week due to their involvement in an ongoing
I don't like the cops being here. Another bombing in Prague. We need someone to blame.
Now we don't want to be on the streets. The police station will be even worse.
Now stay to the up. I will have peace. You're under arrest. Over there.
This is your last warning.
What haven't already done?
Hands up! You're under arrest!
Don't make this any worse, hands up.
Let's negotiate, man.
You're not a martyr. You're just a loud idiot.
Oh, yeah,
Brava! Out! Stop! Disperse!